Good morning, children. How are you all? Hoping all of you are keeping fine. I am D.P.Sharma, your new EVS teacher. So now onwards, I will take your EVS. So dear children, let's start today. Today we are going to read lesson number 6. The name of the lesson is Every Drop Counts. As we read the name of the lesson, Every Drop Counts, we realized, we knew that the lesson is based on the importance of water. What are the uses of water? How water is important to us? What role does water play in our life? Each and everything we will discuss now. So dear children, are you ready? Now let's start. All of you take out your book and see page number 51. There is a picture. I will show you the picture also. Just go over it. This is the picture of Ghar lace. When we start this lesson, we have to start from this story. That means what happened long years ago. How did people preserve water for the future use? Nowadays technology has developed. We have different modes of preservation. But at that time technology was not so developed and there were limited modes of preservation. Among them one was lake. And this is the picture of Ghar lake. Sar means a lake. King Gharsi of Jaisalmer made it around 650 years ago. Keep it in your mind. Around 650 years ago. How many years ago? 650 years ago. With the help of the people of Gharsi. That means what happened? At that time, there was shortage of water in Jaisalmer in Rajasthan. Still, Rajasthan is a place where there is shortage of water. And at that time, what happened? King Gharsi thought, how could I make or arrange water for the people for their future use? Then what did he do? He took the help of the people, all the people of that locality and all that surrounding. Then what did he do? He built a lake, and that lake is named Ghar. There were altogether 9 lakes, and those lakes were spread around miles away. Then what happened? That lakes were built in such a way, if first lake is filled with water and it starts overflowing, that overflowing water again goes into the next lake and that gathers in the next lake. When next lake filled with water and it starts overflowing, and the overflowing water that starts to accumulate in third lake. Like that, when all the ponds get full of water, that water is preserved and used for long time, or the time when there was shortage of water. Like that, the king of Gharsi arranged the water for the people and for the public of that locality and that area. Now next one is what happened. In that way, 1,000 years of ago, you go through the book also, you will see there Al-Biruni. Al-Biruni was a traveler from Uzbekistan. Keep it in your mind. He was from Uzbekistan 1,000 years ago. 1,000 years ago, Al-Biruni came from Uzbekistan to India as a traveler. He saw the system of water. How did people get water and what were the sources of water? And he impressed with that. And he admired the way the Indians have got the water. And especially the pond and around pond, the steps or chaubaras, the Indians they built to get the water. Then that Al-Biruni thought himself that we have many things to learn from the Indian system. Like this, he had praised the Indian way of getting the water or preserving the water. Okay? Are you understanding? Please be attentive. Then next what happened? As we know, water plays an important role in our life. Without water, no human being, no plant being, no animal being can survive. Water plays an important role in our life. Nowadays, if we have to go from one place to another place, then everywhere we can get water. We can get mineral water, bottled water, packed water, everywhere. But that time the system was totally different. If the caravans, along with your animals and goods, or travelers along with your animals and goods, they have to go far places, then how did they quench their thirst? That time they built step wells. They built step wells. You check it out. You will get in your book also. I will show you the picture. Please go through it. This is the step well. And this step well, you observe it nicely, then that leads to the ground. You will see that there are steps. That steps will lead you the ground. Again, from opposite side, what will happen when you get the water? You can come from the step. There were systems, and like that, they used to get water. Step wells. That means what happened? Comparing to the present day, the system of getting water was different long years ago. They used ponds, step wells like these things to get the water. Now what happened? Water does not play an important role in our life. Water has our traditional and cultural values too. Yes? Dear students, are you understanding well? Please be attentive. Try to understand it. And what happens? It plays not only an important role, but we are connected with water from the beginning. It has a traditional value also. One custom that related to water. If you go through the book, you will also get, even though I am illustrating you now. What happens in Uttarakhand? In Uttarakhand, what happens when new bride comes to new village or home? First of all, what does she do? She goes near the tap or well or any sources of water. From that particular source, she or her family get the water. So you used to go there and worship that particular source of water. Either tap or well or anything from where she get water. And she worship that particular source of water. Dear student, it shows that how deeply we are connected with water. That means she is going and worshipping that particular source of water. It reveals that water plays an important role in our life. Are you getting? That means without water we cannot do anything, even we can't survive. So, it gives us a message that water plays not only an important role, but it is like a God for our life. And that particular bride, she worshipped the tap. Most probably she asks that you are quenching the thirst of my family. You are giving life to my family. May your blessing blooms entire the year. That means whole year our family gets the water from that tap. That is why she worships that particular source of water. This custom is related from the place named Uttarakhand. That's why we have to know the value of water. Dear students, as we read the name of the lesson, every drop counts. That means this is the lesson based on the water, based on water, the value of water. Water plays an important role. Without water, no human being can live. So, we must always preserve and save water. We never try to waste water. And dear children, you also keep it in your mind. Whenever you have to use water, use it well. If you don't have use, close the tap so that it will not be wasted. How much water you need? You use that much water. Don't waste the extra water. Because water is life for the existence. Without water, no life can exist on this planet. So dear students, are you understanding? Please be attentive. And next one is what happened. Nowadays, at that time we used to get water. Where? From step well, from ponds, river, lake, etc. But nowadays the system has changed. We need not go to pond to bring the water. We get water either from Jal Board water tank. We get water from the hand pump or tube well nowadays. And we get water from the well. And our water pipeline system is directly connected to the Jal board pipeline. From there also we can get water at least 1 hour in the morning and 1 hour during the time of evening. Or 1 hour or half an hour just according to their system. Next one is from taps. Nowadays these are the places, these are the systems from where we get the water. But the system that our parents, grandparents or the elderly people were totally different from the system of nowadays. So, dear student, at the end I will ask one thing. You open the book while I am illustrating the lesson and you get it well. Whatever problem you have, you can consult me. Next one is what happened. Just the main summary of this lesson is what? The main summary, the main theme of this lesson is that water is precious. Water is valueless. How did the people of previous days collected, utilized and preserved water, and how the people of today are doing the same thing? That means what happened? People were very smart enough to make a lake like Gharsisar. In Gharsisar, there were altogether 9 ponds. How many ponds? How many ponds were there in Gharsisar? There were altogether 9 ponds. Keep it in your mind. And next what happened? That 9 ponds were filled with water, and that water is preserved, and entire the year the people of that locality use that water. So what happened? Water is precious, save it, preserve it, use it wisely. Now what happens? Dear students, I will give you one homework. Just try to do at your home. Consult with your parents, grandparents or the elderly people. When they were at your age, consult them. When they were at your age, how did they get water? What were the sources of water? And you ask them, you note down it, write and show me. The student, this is for today. Thank you all. Remain safe, stay alert, do your homework well, submit on time. Your homework is very much important. Don't neglect it. So I would like to say you that don't ignore it, do your homework properly and submit it. Thank you. Goodbye.